Hello guys, welcome to the third video. This time we go over these two particular machine, like Turbo GT for the big magnum and TURBOLINER. What different compare regular coil machine? The fan, okay? The fan help to cool down the machine, so you can use a higher voltage, very strong heat. One thing is very important that I always say about this machine: this is not a standard coil machine with just a fan stick on. No, I study exactly the machine to be on this way, okay? So the coil is made in a particular way that provide you higher power at lower voltage. Because what is the problem with the, you can see a lot of people right now for do black work with the big manual. What they do, most of them, they buy just Mickey Sharp shading, and they put a fan. That's it. It work, yes, absolutely work, but since the machine is not born to be on that way, first the stroke and how it's tuned is not really good, and you need go really higher on volts. We talk about 25 volts, so you need most of the time those old laboratory power supply, okay? I designed this machine to run with the standard, most of standard power supply, because this machine work perfectly between 15 and 18 volts. Okay, so you need, when I say standard power supply, I need a good power supply that at least have, let's say, at least 2.5 ampere, better 3. I don't recommend it. Musotoku and Viper 2, I think is calling from some strange country in North Europe, probably Latvia, Lithuania, something like that. Because I think they switch off when you're running the machine, because this machine absorbs a lot more ampere than a regular coil machine, and they must have something inside that shut down the circuit. So stay away from these two brands for this kind of machine. You can use for regular machine if you want, no problem. So I recommend that always critical supply, really good. Acon, of course, really good, or some kind of handmade power supply. Now I just remember I have a company in Spain, it's called Hardcraft, and he made some good handmade power supply. So those stuff work. Musotoku and Viper 2, no. And maybe have some other one, depend if they have some kind of protection inside that switch off when you use too much ampere. So stay away from these two brands. This machine would have to say something specific. Okay, it's a short stroke machine, because to push solid black easy and fast on the we find out is more easy with the short stroke. Like years ago, we all believed that long stroke is better because longer stroke you have, harder heat you have, and it's true, but you slow down a lot, so it's not really convenient for do black work. I mean, you of course you can do black work in many ways, but this system gonna change your life. This is the very most easy and simple way, because is I call this part of a system. The system is created by a coil machine with the fan, so you can go higher on volts very strong, and the fan help to blow out the heat pretty much, and very short stroke. So it's like you hit inside the skin about 1 millimeter. That is look almost nothing, but at that power is perfect. It goes solid, it don't stress the skin, and heals super fast. And third point of this system is to use some kind of very dark, rich black ink. Okay, most of the people I know they use Pantera Triple X, the original one, not the rich new stuff. The rich new formula, not just the Pantera, but pretty much all the brand, it never gonna have the quality of before because the change of the pigment. So I know in Europe it's a pain in the ass because we have the rich rules, but I don't recommend this, honestly. My favorite one, and I recommended this, is the heavy black from Solid Ink, for a few reasons pretty much. First, I know very well the owner of Solid Ink, Federico Ferroni, and he's a very good tattoo artist, tattooing every day, run his company by himself, and he is a guy that made ink for many years for himself. So we talk about real tattoo artists that make product for tattoo artists. Don't talk about someone that wake up one day, go to a pharmaceutical company and start producing ink. No. Here we talk about serious people. So the famous quote from tattoo artists, for tattoo artists by tattoo artists, well, this is the truth. So I don't suggest you to support people that not really are involved in tattoo world, but this is up to you. Use whatever you want. Okay. Okay, let's go on the setup of this machine. First of all, the grommets. The grommets is the critical part. Why? Because this machine running at so higher, very fast and very strong, and heat up a lot. So any kind of grommets is snap, because they get very hot. The rubber of the grommet, it gets soft and it snap. I try all kind of rubber, even the Dan Kubin grommets, they're really strong and tough, they snap. What I can say is, if you run this machine about 15 volts and it's good for you, you can use Kubin grommet for sure. You can use my crystal grommet, and maybe one tattoo they gonna last. If you wanna use the machine like at the full perform, like 16, 17, 18 volt, there's no grommets that gonna last. So you have to use a paper. The old school way is always save your ass, the best, and it's the cheapest actually. And you just need find out the good way to make, because let's make an example. This paper is very thin, so maybe I have to bend more time compare another paper that is more thicker actually. One thing also I find out that is good is to use this the famous surgical mask. Okay, this is a worldwide standard 3-layer, so everywhere in the world this model is the same thickness. Never mind it's blue, black, yellow, or whatever you want. If it's a standard surgical mask, 3-layer is thick the same for everybody. So it's cheap, because with one mask you can make 10 probable of this. So pretty much cut down a piece like something like this, maybe a little more than 1/2 inch large and probable 2 inch long, something like that. Okay, so let's go on how to set up. Okay, one thing, if you use my grommets or in general any hard grommets, is recommended to open a little bit the loop of the needle, because sometimes it's too tight and it snap the needle bar because it's really strong. So you can open the needle loop with something like this, like just a scissor. You turn a little bit with a small plier, or if you have my grommets with the tool you find inside, something like this, very simple. I mean, any screwdriver, whatever you want to use, up to you. Okay, let's go on the setup. Bend the needle in the very like curve completely, normal way, nothing from another world. So the piece of the mask you bend in double time, so it become like 3 layer pretty much. Yes, something like this pretty much. Okay, like a square. And okay, you put here, and then you go with only the needle. You just go on the needle and go inside like this. Yes, exactly like this. Perfect. So you check well that the mags don't touch the contact screw. It's pretty much free movement. Okay, that's it. Now with the finger you push down the bar. Disposable tube, always is better use the steel one, honestly, but I know now almost nobody have autoclave anymore, and who have the autoclave is too lazy to clean the tube, so fuck whatever, use the disposable. So you can see, you put an angle little bit and you go inside, and that's it, you enter. So set up first the needle, and then you go with the tube. Okay, that's easy way here. And then now one rubber band here. I use my rubber band, you use whatever you want. If you use the, let's example, the one of the most famous is the Acorn rubber band, I suggest you to put 3 here, because they're very soft. And then one more rubber band on this way. Okay, you go inside all the tube like this, then you twist, and voila, this way. Wait a sec, adjust a little bit. You see how it's like a cross here, and this rubber band is gonna help to stay lower, keep very contact to the tube, pretty much the needle. One good things you can do with your finger, you grab some Vaseline and you put here, so you lubricate a little bit the movement. That's it. Okay, right now machine is set up very simple. Okay, like I say here, you can use the grommet if you stay at 15 volts, or paper, or whatever, something like this. What I don't want to hear is people, hey, I don't have the hard grommet, so what can I use? You use the paper. Everybody have a paper. Yeah, but I don't know how to put the paper. Well, you have to learn, man. You have to learn. There's no other option. I mean, you learn to tattooing and you don't know how to put a piece of stupid paper? Come on, man. Be serious. Then, how to set up? Like I said before, the machine is short stroke, so even you can go. So you let the needle come out from the tip about 1.5 millimeters maximum. Very short, like people can be incredible, let's say, no, because it's so strong. Then you just touch the skin and it's black, and I guarantee it's black, and you're not gonna damage the skin. So in this case, you don't need to do like the famous circle. You just move up and down, up to you, whatever, because here is not a technique involved anymore. It's just, like I said before, it's a system. If the system is composed with all the thing, short stroke, very higher powerful machine, so in this case you have the fan, of course, to blow away the heat, and the very dark and rich tribal ink, it go. It's a monkey-proof system, okay? And let's try. Okay, now wait a second. Okay, I'm running on a critical right now, and I go on the maximum, that is 17 volts. Okay, is the maximum that a critical can go. Positive pole, lower position. Why? Because if you flip like this, the fan, it doesn't spin, have a protection inside, because otherwise it should spin in the opposite way. So instead of blow the air to the coil, it's gonna suck, and it's not good. So red point of the red color of the clip core, lower position. 17 volts. The fan is spin, and that's it, you move. It's a very strong machine. Of course, with the disposable tube, the vibration of the machine is more compared a standard steel tube. So what I find out, a piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper, you bend a little bit and you wrap around the grip pretty much, and then you can put just a rubber band or the famous bandage, and it's the, if you have few paper here, is help a lot with the vibration. This not just in this machine, but in generic, any machine that you feel the vibration, because the disposable tube are very light. Wrap some paper, it's help a lot. It's really cut down half the vibration. It's a good point. So pretty much that's it. If you don't want to put the rubber band here in the grip, I suggest to put 2 rubber band here. Okay, 2 of mine rubber band, because it's very thick. Like I say, if you use Acon, probably you have to put at least 5 rubber band. That's it. So you have the 2 option. And even you see the paper is big around, it don't like the, no, it's not the paper, but okay, this is the max, but whatever, it don't make any trouble. And this way you're never gonna snap any grommet, because there's no grommet, so it's the cheapest way. So I think this one is we say pretty much everything. Okay, let's go on the TURBOLINER. So specific made for big groups like 14 RS, 18 RS, if you find even more, and that's it. Is a short coil. So if you see let's see, can this is tinier and a little bit smaller compared to the full coil for the mag. So this one is handle easy my crystal grommet. If you don't have my grommets, you can use cubing grommets, very good. Some very hard grommets, like I say before, if you don't find, you can use the soft one, you have to use the paper, because it's the, okay, if you don't find a gasoline for your car, what the fuck you put inside? A whiskey? No, you can't put the other things. You wait till you buy the gasoline, or you go by bicycle. Okay, so in this case, or you have a hard grommets, or you use the paper. That's it. No excuse, no bullshit. Regular needle, bend on the classic way. Open, if you use mine, grommet because it's a little bit larger, so you open the loop a bit with my tools, or like I said before, any plier, whatever you have, and that's go. Here you have a very normal setup that any coil machine is. One rubber band here is enough, and the difference here is the stroke. It's not short like this one, but it's like a kind of a medium to long. It's like a regular stroke for a liner machine. And this model, since I have a different coil, so shorter, the best performance is about 9 to 11 volts. So let me just show you how it runs. Now I put, let's say, 10 volts. There we go. Again, red positive color down, because if you flip, the fan doesn't work. And that's it. Very simple, nothing strange. It's a very strong machine. I mean, you can really push big group very easy. But here is quite different than this, because to push solid black, like I said before, is a system, is not a technique anymore. But here is a technique. I mean, yes, you can push any needle, but to do the straight line, this is up to you. The machine cannot do the straight line. The machine push the line, push the needle inside the skin, no problem. But to keep it straight is up to you. There's no secret here. Here is a system, here is a technique, okay? It's why to do big straight line that kill good is the most difficult things ever in the tattoo, and always gonna be like this. I believe this absolutely. So that's it. One more things I can say, okay? Since this kind of machine, they running very strong and fast, it's more easy to lose the tuning, okay? So how to put back on tuning? You need a power supply with that read a duty. So this is my advice. If you use coil machine for any reason, you need have one power supply that read the duty. You can't escape by that, because if you don't have to tuning a coil machine, you really need to know how to do. It took me years. Okay, I built machine for this year 20 years, but it took me years to realize how to do. And now using the digital power supply that read the duty is really changed the life of any coil machine builder, absolutely. So for you as artists that you don't know how to build machine, it's almost impossible to set up well a machine without those duty advice. So I suggest you buy one, a critical or the Acon. The workhorse also is very good, but the workhorse arrived till 15 volts, that's it. So you can't really use this machine, or well, you can use, but with another one you can go higher on volts. So like I say, up to you. Buy one that read the duty, and you have to, so once in a while you catch one of this. I think this is called fine in English. A good one is the one is used for the nail, no? It's a double, it pretty much is the same paper, double side. So you scratch a little bit here, let me see, between, so you push down with the bar, with the finger the bar, put inside the fan, and you move, no? Like this, little bit up and down, you see, like this. So you remove the not rust, like how to call oxidation. I think, I don't know if it's correct in English, but you know what I mean. You clean up the electric contact pretty much, and then you set up a grip. In this case, to tuning a coil machine is always very important to use a steel grip, heavy grip. I don't recommend to tuning a coil machine with a disposable grip. No, because the vibration is different and you don't have too much weight. So if you don't have a grip, you can buy one without the tips, just a grip. You can buy in eBay from China, it's cheap, whatever. You just have to keep there for as a tool. Or you can use this kind of stuff to, normally is a tool to set up correctly the armature bar. So you need a kind of a weight and vibration stable. And then this model, the one for the big magnum, you put 6.5 volts. Okay, 6.5 volts, and then you run and you adjust here the contact screw to have a duty about 50-52%. That's it. The machine is come back at the perfect initial condition. For this one, the liner, the same setup, the grip or the other tool, but this one, since it's a smaller coil, you go at 5.5 volts. 5.5 volts. And then the same, 50-52% duty pretty much. It's the same, the duty. And that's it. It's like, I think I say everything. Let me understand. Okay. Well, this is, maybe I'm gonna do one more video specific for the coil machine. But you can run this machine and you adjust again, like I show you now, the duty and everything. If the spring is not broke, you never have to replace a spring. Okay, so it's pretty much a bullshit that once in a while you have to replace a spring or bend again. No. The spring never gonna lose its bend. And listen, be careful. Before a spring gonna lose the flexibility, you should run 8 hours per day, 2 years constantly. Okay, so change the spring if it's broke, or if the contact point is wear out a lot, because maybe the capacitor don't work properly, and you have more spark here, and you're gonna damage the front spring. Okay, in this case, sure, replace the spring, but otherwise you have to just put it back on tuning, and it's perfect. I guarantee this. Okay, so that's it. I think I say pretty much everything. Turbo GT for big magnum, TURBOLINER for a big group liner, pretty much. Hope you understand again my strange English, and if you have something you want to know, you just comment on the video, put like, up to you. And thank you for watching. See you next time, guys.